there was no good reason for Mr. Trump to have these documents at Mar-a-Lago.
Legal experts say former U.S. President Donald Trump faces a formidable task defending against charges that he illegally kept top-secret documents upon leaving the White House in 2021. The 37 counts against him were unsealed in Florida federal court on Friday and include violations of the Espionage Act, obstruction of justice conspiracy, and false statements. National security law experts are struck by the breadth of evidence in the indictment. They say it makes a strong case for prosecutors' allegation that Trump illegally took the documents and then tried to cover it up. This is Craig Green, a law professor at Temple University.
Again, these questions of intent become very important. The closer and more attentive Trump has been to the location of the boxes, the harder it is for him to say, oh, it was just a mistake. It seems very clear that he was personally involved, that he had a lot to say about where the boxes were, and that actually there's a lot of suggestion that he knew quite well that there were national defense documents and information inside.
The indictment of a former U.S. president on federal charges is unprecedented in American history and emerges at a time when Trump is the frontrunner for the Republican presidential nomination in 2024. His legal woes have yet to dent his popularity with Republican voters, according to Reuters Ipsos polling. Trump's lawyers did not immediately respond to Reuters' requests for comment. In theory, Trump could serve decades in prison if convicted, but analysts say a federal judge has great leeway and could impose a much lighter sentence, especially in the context of a plea deal. Here's former federal prosecutor Jennifer Beadle.
We're in the high 90% of all federal cases end in pleas. It's something like 2 or 3% of federal cases result in a trial. Typically, a federal defendant will get a much better sentence out of a plea.
But Trump has proclaimed his innocence and called the case a witch hunt orchestrated by political enemies. National Security Defense Attorney Mark Zaid said fighting the charges at trial might be the best strategic move for Trump, one that raises much bigger questions.
Go full-blown bluster publicly as much as you want to raise enough attention and money to try and strengthen your chances to win the presidency. And if he had already been convicted by that point in time, he could at least try and pardon himself, which is a completely open constitutional question because we've never faced it.
Trump is due to make his first appearance in the case in a Miami court on Tuesday, a day before his 77th birthday.